If you have an iPad, you can use this trick to mark up for your students. And I like it because, like I said, I'm a lefty. I have messy handwriting anyway. And if I can get away from drawing with a mouse or my touchscreen monitor with my finger, it looks a little less like a 7-year-old is writing on the screen and a little more like an adult. So I'm pretty comfortable using the iPad. We can actually use the included markup feature in Google Classroom. So I went ahead and joined Google Meet with my iPad. I clicked share screen, and so that turned off my microphone, that turned off my camera, and let all the students in Google Meet see my iPad screen. You are going to get a warning that says put your iPad into do not disturb mode so no notifications pop up that you might not want students to see. So there's your warning. Put your iPad in do not disturb mode when you're sharing your screen. From here, it's very important, take your iPad and turn it so it's in landscape mode, like this. So it's in landscape mode for this part to work. All right, presenting my screen. I hit my markup example. So this is the assignment. So this is the assignment that I'm wanting to annotate for my students and draw their attention to specific parts. So I'm going to hit BCMS test student copy, and then I'm going to hit the pencil icon. So now this gets us into what we used a lot for our students to mark up PDFs and things like that, but we're going to use it today to actually mark up and show some work for our students. So it does load in present view, so just know if you have anything saved off the screen, we're not going to have access to that. So you need to make sure to put everything on that Google slide. So now I'll need to just verbally cue my students, so we'll read through that together, and then I'll say, what is the important information? So now I'll ask question number 1, what will be the label for our final answer? And so we read that together, and now we know that that will be snacks. So I'm going to use the highlighter tool, and we know that fruit snacks will be the final label. What's the other important information included in here? Let's use a different color for that. How about red? So we have the 2 students' names. We have Jake. We have Cooper. In there we need to know how many fruit snacks they brought and then how many Cooper ate. So from there, you'll be able to begin to solve that problem with your students. Like I said, make sure you leave room on there for them to write or for you to write on there, because when they use the markup tool like this, they're seeing a preview of presentation mode. Now, I will caution you one thing. So you noticed when I jumped in here, I actually opened a student's work. So this was BCMS test student. That's a test account that I use so I can help troubleshoot. So you would need to open like Jill Smith's. And so it's really important that when you finish this, you don't hit save and mark up theirs. You'll just hit the back arrow, discard all changes, and then that student can begin to work on there. So we're just using that as an example by tapping it and then using our markup tool. Remember, your iPad has to be in landscape mode. When we turn it to portrait mode, we don't see that student work preview listed on the side. So make sure, put your iPad in landscape mode to utilize this trick and discard changes. Don't save changes on top of a student's work.